Can you feel the sunshine? Make it brighter for me.
I mean, I think if there's any place to invest and do real estate, it's 100% Los Angeles, and it's houses, because you have, even in New York, you're buying a place, you have to go through the co-op and you have to get approved.
Yeah.
And there's so many levels where I'm like, in LA, you get the best price points, you get to build your own house, you can rent it or Airbnb it, there's so much like you can do. And the one thing LA has is it always is a place people want to be. No matter what
100%.
is happening, people want to be here because of the weather, because of the beach and the shopping. And it's just kind of like a neutral place that obviously there's other, spots that people want to be at, but it's never going to not be LA.
It's an international city that has good weather pretty much all year round. There's no reason why LA shouldn't be the best city in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I grew up here, but I really feel that there's no reason why LA shouldn't be the best city in the world.
I agree.
And I think in a lot of ways it is. And like, it's all media push, right? Like right now LA's getting a bad rap, but the reality is there's no other place I'd want to live. New York is extremely crowded. Miami summers are nuts. It's 100 degrees and humid.
Yeah, I know.
There's days where I get in my pool and it's in October, like you can only do that in LA.
Every place, I play this game all the time. I'm like, what are the places that they all have seasons, and LA has a season that's year round.
Yes.
Every other place has actual seasons. So you have to think about especially if you have kids, things like that, the weather, it really affects you. And like you're having a baby, it's like, if it's, pouring rain, snow, it's not fun to have to do that when you have to think about it. You're like, well, what am I going to do with my kid today? Because like there's a blizzard outside.
Yeah,
We don't have that problem.
Sometimes when the babies, like babies do, screaming, you don't know what to do. We just walk outside and hold him outside. And
he's like happy.
The sun, he just looks at it, starts smiling, like in New York City, you're not bringing your baby out casually in, March to calm him down.
My mom had us in her 20s, and she told when my dad and my mom were together, they had my older brother 1 year older. I was 3 weeks old. She looks at my dad, she's like, we got to move to LA. She's like, I can't keep doing this with it's too hard with the kids, the weather and the whole shebang and the walk. She's like, it's just too hard. Like I needed something easier. I'm like, fair enough.
And we have amazing architecture. You drive through these neighborhoods, Palisades, or formerly Palisades, Santa Monica, Brentwood, Beverly Hills, Miracle Mile. Every house is different.
Yeah.
Every home looks different. There's a modern next to a Spanish, next to a traditional. I mean, how could you not love LA real estate?
I know. That's what I, hope that in the Palisades, people continue to have a diverse houses. I don't want them all to look the same.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
always scares me when they're developing a new area. I'm like, make sure that they have different styles, because that to look at it and it all be like, like in Orange County or like an elderly home where it's all looks the same. It's terrifying.
Yeah. The tract home vibe is just not what.
And some of those Spanish houses there, they had such beautiful ones that are gone. It's really sad.
Yeah.
It's harder to remake those kinds of homes,
Yeah, and they're much more expensive to do.
They
now.
are so expensive to do because different tiles and the construction costs, and it's like very easy just to buy. We work with a lot of developers, and so we have some developers that are very, very good at, and they're not cheap. Let's just be honest. They know what they're doing, and they're not cheaping out on the materials because they want the home to feel diverse and different and just cool, versus some of these other ones that are like just buying the most basic stuff and building a basic Airbnb style home. We're like, no, you can't do this anymore.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It doesn't work. There's too much out there, and people are just gonna say like, I'm just gonna build my own thing and do it has to have character, has to have something special.
Well, actually, going back to the question you asked earlier about how have I seen like changes in the industry, I think one of the biggest changes I've seen is actually happening right now. I feel like in the last year or so, it seems like the buyers are coming from Instagram a lot.
Interesting.
I'm seeing a lot of DMs as lead gen and really beautiful, homes getting inbound calls from Instagram.
I could see it because that's how I find like my people. It's how I found like my hairdresser. That's how I found this. Like, and if you think about it, like the house and agent, it's all just, people that are going to help you. So you kind of catch their vibe and you
Yeah.
look and you're like, oh, I love the kinds of houses they sell, or I kind of just like this person's energy and I think I'd work well with them, and just slide right in like that.
Yeah, and even the houses
Do you
themselves.
get leads that way?
I do. I get leads on Instagram. My Instagram could use a little buffing up because I'm at 39. I'm like one of the old guys now.
Yeah.
But it definitely works. And I also think hopefully one of the results of that will also be more beautiful homes, less of the tracty looking developer houses and more stuff that looks custom.
It just takes longer and it's more expensive.
Yeah.
But to be honest, if you're buying a new house and you're doing it, it's already expensive. You might as well get the piece that's going to be special and different. And down the road, like a lot of those houses that are, have more character like that, they just age so much better that like when you go back to sell it, you're not like losing versus some of these other ones that just, they had nothing to them. And so people don't want that, especially down the road. If you resell it or something, it's like you have to go in and redo the whole thing anyway because it just wasn't nice.
Yeah, 100%.
We've had that happen to us. Like we had a client who we just redid the entire, it was a brand new house and they did such a bad job that we had to redo like the new house to sell it and like get the price that they want.
Sometimes older homes, like you do inspections on them and there's, termites or the roof had a leak or whatever. Honestly, the homes that I have sold or not sold based on inspection issues are newer ones. That something was wrong with the actual building of the house. And back in the 20s and 30s, they just kind of built them better.
What are you excited for then? We're talking about like the past in real estate. What are you excited for in terms of like your next year or two? Anything coming up that's like specific?
I'm just excited about the future of the city. There's a lot of exciting stuff that's going to be happening in LA in the next few years. There's the Olympics coming.
Yes.
The metro's opening.
What a good answer. I forgot about the Olympics. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for
There's
that.
a lot of exciting stuff coming in LA,
Yeah.
and housing is the pulse of the city, in my opinion. Obviously there's Hollywood, but in LA, everyone loves their home. People, I think people in general, I would say people tend to move in LA every 6 to 8 years to try a different neighborhood, to get a bigger house, to cash on equity they have in their home. There's very few white picket fence, I paid off my 30-year mortgage in LA. There's a lot of movement.
Oh yeah, it's one, and then it's if you can buy one, then you buy the other. Then it's like a moving cycle.
Exactly.
It's not about. It's like collectibles at this point.
Yeah, 100%.
My mom is like, she's just collecting. I'm like, where are you gonna live? She's like, I don't know. I'm just kind of collecting them at this point.
Yeah, she's like, I'm into Spanish. Maybe I'll see what it's like to live in a modern or whatever.
I was moving recently, and like. My dad's moving, my brother's moving, he's bought a house, and everyone's moving, and my mom has 2 houses she's building, 3 actually, 3, and then renting one in Malibu now, and I'm like, where are you living? She's like, I don't know, I'm just kind of like collecting them, probably stay here and buy another. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
buy,
awesome.
sell, whatever.
Yeah.
If you can, that's amazing.
100, if you can do it, 100%.
In your opinion, what is the fastest way to get a younger agent to like earn credibility? Like when did you feel like that switch where people were like, I take you seriously?
That's a complicated question.
Sorry, I'm ending with a bang.
Yeah, I think that you have to be dedicated to being a real estate agent. And when you're living and breathing real estate every day, like I wake up, the first thing I do is I get on the MLS, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about real estate to people constantly, whether they're clients, randoms, friends, family, whatever. When you start to live and breathe real estate, you're going to naturally get more confidence in what you're talking about because you're really in it. I think a lot of agents come into the business and think it's either easy or they can do it part-time or a combination of the two. And unless you are really living it, I don't think you're going to have that confidence to not only know what you're talking about, but to come across as knowing what you're talking about.
That is so spot on. I know you're like, that's a hard question, but you absolutely nailed it. I would completely agree. And I've been that person. So that's absolutely correct.
If you go into a listing and, listing appointment and it's a home you've never seen before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's not photos online. Maybe it's, it was bought 15 years ago and they renovated. And you can go in there and you can tell them what the home's worth based on comps, and you've actually seen all these other houses, they're so much more powerful than you're kind of guessing based on photos. Because by the way, if someone's selling their home, they've probably gone and seen some comps. Every single Sunday, if I'm not sitting in open house, I'm going and I'm seeing at least 10 homes. My Sunday is a work day at minimum 5 to 2.
My Sunday's a work day too.
Yeah.
I take Friday off sometimes. Just Friday.
That
and
sounds
Saturday.
wonderful. That sounds
Sometimes
wonderful. Yeah.
Well, if I can, or I'll have split the day off. Like if I can have that extra day, because Friday's just not as important to me.
Yeah.
As a Sunday, but every day is kind of a work day in real estate.
Yeah.
You just answer when you have to answer.
100%. Another thing that I think is a huge thing is speed. If I get a call at midnight on a Wednesday, hey, I want to come see this house. I'm hopping out of bed and we're seeing the house.
It's a 24/7 thing where you choose that over like a sitting a desk job, which I would choose every single time, is to be the flexibility to be doing it wherever I need to be doing it, but you are always available.
And look, and the upside is, like yesterday, for example, was Dad's Day at Mommy and Me class.
You got to go.
And I got to go. It was Wednesday at noon, and I just was like,
So cute.
I'm not, nothing is booked that time. I'm going, and 4 dads of the 12, moms were there. So you get that benefit and upside, but it's like, if you're not on the ball and you're not down to be available at all times, it's just not going to work for you.
Wow, we covered a lot in a short amount of time.
Good. My first podcasting experience, so I'm glad I rose to the occasion.
Thank you so much for being here. Where can anybody find you?
So my Instagram is at Spencer Payson, SpencerPayson. And I'm just going to give out my cell number because 24/7, that's where you can find me. 310-486-8039. That's my cell, and it's always on and available.
Perfect. We'll link that down below.
Perfect.
With your social security number, of course.
Yeah, let's keep social security and bank accounts off of it. But besides that, we're good.
Definitely. And all jokes aside, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully have you again soon.
Absolutely. We love it.
All right. Bye, guys.
Awesome.
Can you feel the stars shine? Make it brighter for